Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is 3 objects falling from the sky in Colorado. And I tell you, this is very similar to a bunch of other videos of, 3 objects falling from the sky. Let's see, this I found out of Reddit under the Ghost subreddit, and it's 3 kids, and in their room, obviously they don't know they're being videotaped, but they're talking to someone that no one else can see. Let's see. This video. This is one of those videos I'm 50-50 on. I'm not too sure if this is real or not. I want to believe it's real, of course. But you see this monkey, dog, creature, cat. I don't know. They don't know what it is, but hops in front of this guy real quick and then disappears. This is another, strange photo. You see this little guy here. It's out of Russia, and I want to believe this isn't real, but I could be wrong. I think this little guy has some similarities to like the Atacama humanoid and the Attaboy, a bunch of others. So that's why, I have seen remnants of creatures that, they're dead bodies that look like this. So I don't know. I've watched this a few times. Like I said, I want to think it's fake, but I don't know. Let's see. This video, I know I've done this video before, but it's about this structure here that was found in the Antarctic. It's supposedly in a really remote area, but it was, found it on some site I came across. So, I'm sure not everyone sees all the videos that I make of like either a year ago or a few months ago. So I'll post these up, and, if you've seen them, sorry. Just a quick review, and you can move on. Let's see. This article here from the War Zone, the Navy finally speaks up about its bizarre UFO patent experiments. The Navy Air Warfare Center has finally given a statement to the War Zone about the patents and experiments of Dr. Salvador Pais. I think that's how you say this guy's last name. Let's see. And then got another article here from the Daily Star. Former MOD UFO investigator reveals strongest alien evidence. It won't be long. Yeah, now this is Nick Pope. He's worked for the DoD for a long time, and I'm sure you've seen him on all the different talk shows. But yeah, he knows. And what I find interesting here is he says alien evidence, because it's not like like I've always said. I've been watching UFO shows for the past 30 years. It's not like, if they say, oh yeah, UFOs are out there, it's like, no kidding. So maybe they're going to, I think they're going to reveal that either that they've made contact with visitors, or that we're not alone on the planet. Let's see. Here's an article here from Cognito. NASA monitored extraterrestrial activity on the Mars moon Phobos. I think this is like a Russian cosmonaut here. Yeah. Cosmonaut Popovich. She has a photo of what the Russians claim was I think a 5,000 mile long UFO. And then last is a video which is a complete hoax. But I thought I would just add this just to keep people, aware that hoaxes are easy to make. They're not difficult. And this guy here basically shows how these people made a fake video, claiming that that NASA did a secret mission to Mars. So although I'm a firm believer, I'm really a skeptic at heart, but again, I want to believe. So if I'm presented with valid evidence, credible evidence, I'm going to be skeptical, but I'm not going to perform any type of mental gymnastics in order to disprove something. I'll go through, your regular due diligence to make sure that what I'm looking at or what I'm reading is valid and credible. And then, I readily admit that I've been wrong many times. And I'm also a person that I can change my mind. And I can also admit if I'm wrong. So I don't have any issues with that. So, but, when it comes to this subject matter, there's definitely a lot of hoaxes out there. So I thought I would just include this just to keep people vigilant and be aware that, hoaxes are very, very easy to make. But anyways, let me go to this first video here. Like I said, this is out of Colorado, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of recent, but I'm positive I've probably seen at least 4 or 5, I can think in my mind, 4 or 5 very similar videos where 3 objects were falling just like this. And then, they'll eventually stop and float in midair. And then people will say, oh yeah, those are flares. I'm not buying the flare thing. But that's all we see really, is just these things coming down from different views.
No. That is not a plane. That's not fucking weather balloon bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy is seeing because I can't see. But this is obviously, a different view. And this person sees something. I'm not seeing it in this video, though. But anyways, I'll leave a link in the description. Now, this one kind of freaked me out. These are 3 kids in their room. And, unfortunately, this is from a TikTok video, and I can't make this thing any bigger. But you can read what's going on. So check this out. Now, these kids are definitely talking to something, and they all see it. Like, what don't they like? I have another video that I did earlier with this little girl at a grave, talking to somebody, and then actually gives this whoever she's talking to, she kisses the person. This isn't the first time. There have been incidents where little children are talking or interacting with something that adult brains aren't able to see anymore. But this is a kind of a freaky video. I'll leave the link in the description. Well, let's see this video here. Like I said, you can see this creature here. It goes real quick. So let me just let's see. It comes in at 35. So let me just go to like 28, and we'll just see what led up to this, because it happens real quick. It's going to come right here. Wham! Look. Man, that thing, again, when I look at it, it looked so real. Watch this again. It's going to come right here. Let me see if I can stop it. Is this just a monkey? But that's a big, giant monkey. Yeah, look at that thing. That thing looks real. I don't think this is. Look at its back legs. I mean, and it definitely has a tail. But if this is a monkey, this is a huge monkey. And then let me just play on where he freaks out, turns around, and the thing's gone. Yeah. I don't know about this one. When I look at it, sometimes I think it's CGI. Other times I look at it and I see things that makes me want to believe it's real. I don't know. I'll leave a link in the description. I also want to show you this video here that, when I first saw it, I want to lean towards fake, but I look at it sometimes and the way it moves and I'm not real sure. So let me, you can see, what this thing is that we're going to be looking at. But watch how it just pops out and then pops away. You see, and I actually don't think that this person that filmed this, I don't think they actually saw it. Let me go back. Let me just check something. Is it possible that someone is standing behind that tree? Is there enough room here for someone to crouch behind this tree? Okay, you see the way it just leaned back out of view? I mean, is it possible that there's someone behind the tree doing that? Right? Is there enough room behind this tree for someone to crouch down? I don't know. And I think, again, I don't know what language this is. I don't even know if this is Russian. But that's a freaky one. I don't know. I'll leave the link in the description. You can check it out. Okay, let me move on to this next video here. This is a video of some strange, they're calling it a fortress, but I'm not too sure if it is a fortress. Let me just go to right about there and we can play this.
It definitely is man-made. The rings of the structure look like the walls of some sort of compound, like something that's been designed. We're in the middle of the Antarctic, so what in the world is that doing there?
The image comes from one of the most remote, untouched regions on Earth, the vast frozen deserts of East Antarctica.
This is in the middle of nowhere, one of the most inhospitable terrains on the planet.
It's the coldest, driest, windiest place on Earth. It's thousands of miles from any other civilization.
Investigators consider a possible natural explanation for the phenomenon. Could it be a bizarre ice formation caused by powerful Antarctic winds?
They're called katabatic winds, and they can form these features called sastrugi, equivalent of dunes over snow.
Sastrugi are sharp wave-like ridges.
Yeah, sharp wave-like ridges that look nothing like that. Amazing how these shows, these are people who went to school. They have degrees. They're supposedly PhDs, and somehow they're gonna go, yeah, this thing somehow resembles, these Kastrugis here. Yeah, they're the same thing. I went to school. I have a degree. No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's amazing how quackademics will try to rationalize some of these findings. Again, because it doesn't fit into their preconceived worldview. As opposed to just changing their worldview, they're going to try and convince us that what we see isn't what we see, just so it satisfies, their belief system. Okay, let me go on to this next article here from the War Zone. The Navy finally speaks up about its bizarre UFO patent experiments. Now, I've done a couple videos on this. This Dr. Salvador Pai made patents about anti-gravity devices, and initially I think we got some wishy-washy responses from the Navy, but let me read what it says here. After reporting on the bizarre saga of the Navy's UFO patent by Dr. Salvador Pais for over a year and a half, the War Zone has finally gotten an on-the-record comment from the Naval Air Warfare Center Aircraft Division, or NAWCAD, about the scientists' seemingly out-of-this-world work and the service's equally strange outright support of it. As we reported in our last piece, the science and technology branches of the Naval Aviation Enterprise and NAWCAD took the theories of Dr. Pais seriously enough to not just vouch for them at the highest levels to patent examiners, asserting Chinese advances in similar areas of research and that they were operable in nature, but to also subsequently invest a significant amount of money and time into researching the so-called Pais effect. This is a theoretical concept for generating high-intensity electromagnetic fields that could supposedly lead to hypothetical breakthroughs in power generation and advanced propulsion. Specifically, the Navy has now responded to inquiries related to the new documentation we uncovered in our most recent report that shows hundreds of thousands of dollars were spent on Pais high-energy electromagnetic field generators, HEEMFG experiments, along with other details related to it. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure they're about to reveal our anti-gravity craft. I think the Aurora, the TR-3B is most likely going to be somehow rolled out. I bet you at one of these air shows, they're going to do a flyby with that thing. Oh, they're not even going to do a flyby. They're going to have that thing float. Watch. That's what they're gearing us up for. They're getting us ready, man. It's all about acclimating, because there's too many mindless sheep in our population. You know, I don't feel bad saying that because it's the truth. But there's too many mindless sheep in our population who apparently, you know, aren't able to handle this reality. So they have to slowly drip this information out, or people, you know, supposedly people are going to freak out. But, you know, I don't know. I don't think that that's actually true. I think by this point, enough people have grown up watching UFOs and aliens on TVs and movies that, you know, most people already know. I think, I think it's only a very, very small few, you know, that I considered mindless sheep that aren't going to be able to deal with it, or can't deal with all of this information coming out now. But anyways, I digress. Let me see. Former MOD UFO investigator reveals strongest alien evidence. It won't be long. Nick Pope was an official Ministry of Defense UFO investigator, believe it's only a matter of time before we find alien life, or before it finds us, if it hasn't already. I'm telling you, Nick Pope knows. He was a Ministry of Defense UFO investigator. He's read all of the reports, and he even admits it. There's things that he cannot tell us. He's trying to tell us right here. It's only a matter of time before we find alien life, or before it finds us, if it hasn't already. Yeah, this is a drip, drip, drip of information. It's about to break, folks. There have been thousands of UFO sightings across the UK over the years. See that? Thousands of UK sightings. These thousands of UK sightings are not from crafts that are traveling from other dimensions. They're not from the future. They're not from, you know, galaxies that are light years away. Some of them are. Again, let me reiterate. Some of them are. But of the thousands that we see, again, this is just in the UK. They're talking here, right? We're not alone on the planet, folks. From freaky flying objects seen by scores of ordinary folks to mixed street crafts reported by officials, policemen, and pilots. Yeah, they're not crazy people, folks. It's being taken seriously because I think the dam's about to break. They're gonna tell us. Damn aliens have infiltrated our government and have been running things for a long time. NASA monitored extraterrestrial activity on Mars moon Phobos. Original article by Alessandro Brizzi. NASA monitored extraterrestrial activity on Phobos and censored the data from space missions. UFO researchers have always speculated that the Mars moon Phobos could be a hollow man-made body, and by extension they believe that the monolith could also be of alien origin. Many say they are convinced that Phobos can host an alien base. Their hypotheses are mainly based on the calculations of a Russian scientist, Dr. Isaf Samulovich, who theorized that Phobos' movements were not consistent with what was expected of a celestial body of its shape and size. In 1960, Dr. S. Fred Singer, President Eisenhower's scientific advisor, seemed to want to support a theory about Phobos, the mysterious moon of Mars. In fact, through an article published in the scientific journal Astronautics, he declared Phobos was accepted to be a celestial body, when in reality it could very well be an artificial satellite capable of self-management launched a long time ago by a very advanced race. Again, they are telling us this isn't some wild speculation by some scientists. This is something that, this person, Dr. Isaf Samulovich, they know. They know. Phobos is a hollow moon within it, as it is not a solid celestial object as many scientists believed in the past. In fact, according to research carried out by the European Space Agency, the interior of Phobos is characterized by large geometrically structured caverns with right-angled walls and cavities detectable by the return of the echoes through the internal reflections of Marseille. In other words, the Phobos moon is not the typical satellite that should naturally orbit its planet. It is a fact that the origin of Phobos still remains. Look, they're telling you right here that it has it has geometrically structured caverns with right-angled walls. Nature doesn't do that. So, yeah, they're telling us. And here, this is supposedly a photo that was taken by the Russians of the latest infrared photographs obtained from one of the Russian probes appeared to show a mysterious cigar-shaped object emerging from the Phobos satellite. This thing is supposedly, again, I'm not sure if this one, but I know they talked about one before where they have the shadow of it, and they said it's 5,000 miles long. So here they're talking about this is emerging from Phobos. Yeah, okay. I'll leave a link in the description. You can read the rest of it. Now, for this last video here, like I said, this is a hoax. This is no doubt a hoax, but I just wanted to include this just to show how it's really easy for people to hoax things. I don't think this is yeah, you can see the website that that it was originally released on. Yep, you see that image perfectly matches that section right there. Yep, that image right there perfectly matches that section right there. So essentially what what this guy is proving is that someone just took this image, this giant image, and then ran a camera across it, and then claimed that that the video was taken from a probe that was going across Mars' surface. And that's how a hoax is easy to create. But anyways, this is going to be the end of this video. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes to the sky, definitely, because I think something's coming up. So yeah, keep your eyes to the sky. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.